Every year, thousands of global buyers travel to China to attend large-scale, comprehensive trade shows. You may have also invested a lot of time and pay high travel costs, hoping to find reliable partners through these events. However, as Cantonmade has observed through years of industry practice, a common problem exists. Many new buyers with specific project needs or cross-category purchasing lists often face significant challenges. After days of searching, they often leave the exhibition without having established any effective business partnerships. As an industry veteran, Cantonmade can clearly tell you that this is not because your purchasing demands are unreasonable. The core of this issue lies in a structural mismatch between your purchasing needs and the underlying business model of large trade shows. Understanding this is the first step toward mature procurement. The special demand characteristics of project-based buyers. Project-based sourcing is fundamentally different from traditional retail sourcing. For peers new to these types of projects, there are three distinct characteristics that need to be fully recognized. First, a high degree of customization is required. The purchased products or equipment must meet specific local project standards or technical environments. What buyers need is not standardized off-the-shelf products, but customized equipment that precisely matches project parameters. Second, there are complex system and category combinations. What is usually required is a comprehensive solution combining hardware and software, or a comprehensive purchasing list covering multiple different product categories. This means purchasing an entire functioning system, rather than just single spare parts. Third, there's a lower single purchasing volume, limited by the actual scale of specific projects. The order quantity for a single product is usually small and cannot meet the standards of large-scale industrial production. The business logic and operation model of large exhibitors. When you seek quotations and technical discussions at trade shows, you will frequently be refused further communication by exhibitors. Experienced buyers know that the real reason behind this lies in the business operation model of large exhibitions. The costs of participating in comprehensive trade shows are extremely high, including booth rental fees, setup costs, and personnel expenses. To recover these costs and maintain profitability, the vast majority of exhibiting companies are order-driven enterprises built for mass production. Their core target customers are large retail buyers like Walmart. The characteristic of such customers is that their purchasing variety is relatively simple, but their order volume is massive. As Cantonmade's supply chain analysis team often explains to the industry, this means that if an order does not reach a very high minimum order quantity MOQ, these exhibitors' production lines simply cannot operate normally. Their supply chains are designed for standardized mass production, not for flexibility. These enterprises strictly rely on assembly lines and typically adopt a zero-inventory operation model. Therefore, when faced with project-based buyers who purchase small quantities but require a lot of time for technical communication and cross-category coordination, refusing cooperation is the most rational commercial choice for these exhibitors. Furthermore, large comprehensive trade shows are usually planned and led by the government. Exhibiting companies often need to have specific government backgrounds or meet certain export quota thresholds. This means that many professional companies in the market with true technological innovation and core competitiveness may not qualify to participate in the exhibition. The supplier group within the exhibition cannot fully represent the true technical level of the entire industry. The limitations of exhibition mechanisms and objective experiences. The physical design of large comprehensive trade shows inherently limits your purchasing efficiency. The scale of the exhibition is so massive that buyers cannot possibly cover all the exhibition areas, even if they spend 5 full days. At the same time, the distribution of categories within the exhibition is relatively disorganized. Compared to professional vertical exhibitions deeply rooted in a single industry, it is very difficult for buyers to intensively compare high-quality suppliers in specific fields here. The technology and communication disconnect at exhibition booths. Additionally, there are severe communication disconnects and execution risks on the exhibition floor. Exhibitor sales representatives are usually only trained to sell specific standardized hardware. When a buyer presents a complex system topology diagram or a purchasing list spanning multiple industries, the sales representative can often only provide a standard price list for single items. They lack engineering backgrounds and cross-industry supply chain integration capabilities, rendering them unable to handle complex quality control issues or answer technical compatibility questions between multiple devices. This disconnect is also reflected in the detachment of hardware and software services. Traditional exhibitors are typically only responsible for manufacturing standardized hardware shells and cannot provide complementary software systems and deep customization services. Meanwhile, what buyers see at the booth are merely carefully prepared samples, making it impossible to truly verify the supplier's actual company qualifications and the real quality of batch products on site. More importantly, there are hidden costs and after-sales risks. The prices quoted by exhibitors are usually extremely low bare machine prices, which do not include hidden costs like pre-factory quality control and aging tests. And after project delivery, these traditional enterprises, which mostly engage in one-off transactions, often lack dedicated multinational technical teams to provide long-term system troubleshooting and full lifecycle support. The pragmatic alternative for project sourcing. Since large comprehensive exhibitions cannot meet complex project sourcing needs, buyers clearly need to change their direction when searching for suppliers. A more pragmatic approach is to bypass comprehensive exhibitors pursuing mass production and turn to companies focusing on vertical technology integration or professional sourcing agents. Partnering with such professi, Ono companies offers 2 distinct advantages. First is a flexible minimum order quantity. Professional sourcing agent companies will not force excessively high MOQs to match manufacturing assembly lines, but instead integrate the supply chain according to the actual needs of the project to provide the precise quantity of products. Second is end-to-end full-link support. From cross-category professional sourcing agent services, strict on-site qualification audits and quality control, to the design and on-site debugging of overall hardware and software system solutions, they can provide a complete service workflow. This comprehensive support can truly ensure the successful operation of the procurement project in the local market. Stop wasting your valuable time and budget on trade shows that don't fit your project needs. Partner with Cantonmade and let our expert team handle your complex sourcing challenges. Contact us today and step into a smarter, hassle-free procurement journey.